oh man, the 90s loved computer sounds. I don't know what year this was, but as soon as I heard everybody just click clacking on a just going like keys, the space bars
Yeah,
flying
man.
off, they're just like bam, bam, bam.
Tell you, man, it's all the beginnings of ASMR videos. It's all these background sounds.
Like I don't want to be critical, but I mean I have to be critical because
Have to be
it's just
critical.
how I live. It's how
Yeah,
I live. If you want two thumbs up from me, you got to give me two thumbs up.
yeah.
Material, okay.
Kids, T9. Kids don't know about T9. They don't know.
Yeah,
All you need. It was basically Morse code. You just one two three
yeah.
one two one two three four five 1 2.
They don't know. Yeah, and you could do it with like not looking. Like
Yeah,
if you were like sitting down and you weren't supposed to be on your phone, you could put your phone on the desk and gonna go doot 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 doot. I thought she was a ghost. She's not a ghost. Apparently, she's a beautiful butterfly.
you
She flies in, and I don't know how she defeats the monster. Technically, can you
weird. I don't even
can
know.
you clarify? I think she hugs
So
it to death. She gave it a hug, and
she
it was
hugs
like,
it to death. All right, here we go.
all right.
Zion, I wish you were here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, joined with co-host Sal, and we have made it to the end of February, guys.
Wait a second. This is our last February anime.
February anime, last one.
Okay.
May not
So
seem like it, trust me, I know.
it doesn't seem like it. I thought that leap year, by the way, I'm okay. Okay. I'm okay with being a dummy. That's all right. Like I told you I don't like to learn new things.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I was like, I looked at the calendar, it's like February 28th,
Yeah.
and then the next day was gonna be March 1st.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh snap, it's a leap year. My wife was sitting next to me and she go, you're a dummy, you know that?
I thought he was gonna gaslight you.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it is. It is a leap year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
You know
ahead.
it?
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go. You
Go
know
ahead.
what? Go out into the world and tell people it's a leap year.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
snap! I
man.
told her, you know what? Forget it. Okay, I don't know. Like you know how people do the month, like the knuckles, and
Yeah.
then
The
count like
knuckles.
January. I don't know how to do that, dude. I don't. I didn't learn that. Like I
Uh
got
I
January,
think each
February,
knuckle is 31 and the indent is 30.
January, February,
So
except
January,
for
February.
February.
I don't know what, yeah. February's dumb. Well, the
Why
calendar is
February?
dumb. Anyways, we
Yeah,
were
it
supposed to
don't
have 13 months, but I don't know. They want to
just
gaslight
add.
people.
Yeah, add it in. Add it
Yeah.
in. By the way, this is Animemi.
Yeah.
Animemi is a podcast where we teach you how to watch and learn to love anime one episode and the first episode at a time.
One episode at a time, first episode at a time. And since it is the last Monday of February, it's our last love story anime of this month, which is Zion, I Wish You Were Here.
So, for some reason, I watched this episode and I was like, okay, we're on to the next month. And like, here's our next month. And so
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm gonna guess our next theme because
Guess the
usually you're
theme.
just you're picking them out and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well, let me see if I can find a through line here. I watched this
Yeah.
one and I'm like, I got it. I even wrote it down. We're doing this is so this is making no sense. So I don't know what the theme is. And I was like, oh, we're doing March Monster Madness, you know, because
March
March
Madness.
Madness and there were monsters in this one. Now that you told me this is the last one, February, I guess there was a love story that I just kind of like missed a little bit,
Trust me,
but
it's only. I'll go ahead and say it's only 4 episodes. I watched the whole
okay,
thing,
okay,
and
okay.
they tried. I'll say they try.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, let me go ahead and give us a synopsis on this thing. Let's see here. All right. Check, check. Okay.
Yeah,
How do we say this? Zion?
Zion. That's
Zion,
Zion.
I wish you were here. Uh, that is right, right? I did watch the right one. Zion,
Yeah,
I wish you were here. Okay.
yeah. That's it.
The world is threatened by a mysterious virus. Yuji is a skilled warrior, and I is a young psychic, and the key to the ultimate weapon against the virus. Zion is a love story full of conspiracy and betrayal, but in a world where soldiers protect themselves and especially with specially generated exoskeletons and battle massively powerful zombies and monsters. Yuji and I find that love is stronger than all things. That's the whole thing. That really is it's exactly what I watched.
Yeah,
This okay. So I moved on to taking notes on my phone. Like as I watch,
yeah,
I'm just typing in like the things that I see and just kind of like,
yeah,
but every now and then like I'm not, like this is slow. The typing with your
yeah,
thumbs
yeah.
is not real
It,
fast.
it's not like it used to be on you're able with the old button phones.
T9.
Kids T9 kids don't know about T9. They don't know
Yeah,
all you need. It was basically Morse code. You just one two three
yeah.
1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2.
They don't know. Yeah, and you could do it with like not looking. Like
Yeah,
if you were like sitting down and you weren't supposed to be on your phone, you could put your phone on the desk and gonna go doot 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 doot
yeah.
doot with your
It
thumb
was
on
the
the
easiest way to text in class. Just if
yeah,
you remembered it, easy.
not looking. So now
Yeah,
I'm like double like now I really can't watch anime in the sub and take notes because I'm like looking at my phone. There was a couple
yeah.
times I looked at my phone and I was like, oh crap, I missed I missed
Miss-
like a whole section.
yeah,
I do have a lot of things typed out though, even though they're like, so we're gonna have to piecemeal this together because I'm like, okay, we're doing notes a new way.
I knew it.
It's
A whole
probably
new system.
it's not good. It's not good. So I got a lot because I just wrote down everything I saw. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, all right, okay. Well, let me ask you, do you think that we watched cartoons as kids as dramatic as this show was?
uh, what was the most dramatic thing? I mean, I watched Sailor
I'm
Moon as a kid. That was pretty
yeah.
dramatic. I was already kind
Like
of watching the anime, which I think
yeah.
everybody was.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, but I'm just thinking like American cartoons. I'm guessing like I'm
Uh,
thinking of like X-Men. X-Men was
yeah,
pretty like dramatic as a
yeah,
kid. Like there were some real things going on.
yeah,
Like not real things like but they're like there was a lot of political moves
yeah,
in this show like starts off and like there's just all it's guitars, like solos. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like and there's like this crazy like dramatic music going under
yeah.
everything. And there people are saying things like, I can't believe this is happening. What's going on?
Mm.
He's dead, and I'm like, holy crap. Like I'm just waiting for one of them to go, I'm getting too old for this, like
Yeah.
one of them lines. Let's see here. So did you watch this in the sub and the dub?
Yeah, I watched it both ways.
That dub is hilarious.
Dude, it's so
It's so funny,
hilarious.
dude. Like some of the voice acting is like there's one guy on there, I can't remember, who's acting opposite of Yuji the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
but he is the laziest voice. But like I was kind of like, that gives me some hope though, because I think I could do that guy's voice. Like I think I could do
Yeah.
I can do
This,
his voice.
this anime gives a lot of hope for anything. Like this anime showed me we could easily do two shows.
Wait a second. We could do a 4 episode
Yeah.
anime. I mean, honestly, if somebody hasn't done it yet, we got to get on this. Maybe I shouldn't put this on the podcast because somebody else is gonna be like taking the
That's a
idea.
good idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
we go on AI or ChatGPT and just tell it to write an anime, give it
Yeah,
some outline, and then you could go on like AI chat GPT thing and have it like
yeah,
even generate like images.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
images. Yeah,
Like so you could almost like have AI create everything from start to finish, the storyline
yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? Like all we have to do is just type it in and we got
yeah,
ourselves a new anime
and yeah. There you go.
two
Two
piece. It's
piece.
a two guys looking for the world's greatest chicken
Perfect
fried
piece of
steak
chicken.
or
Yeah.
the person perfect piece of fried chicken. Okay, let's see here. I wrote a is there going to be music underneath all this whole show? Not one bit of it without music. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
guitar solo, like
everywhere.
everywhere. There was one point I go, oh, yeah, hold on, wait, there's less music right there, and then I was like, nope, immediately music, like
It's like almost after every single scene change, it was music.
different
Yeah.
music. And you know what? I didn't mind the music. I actually kind of loved the music. I was like, this is like when I was in a band back in, you know, the early
Yeah.
2000s, I was like, this is the kind of music we were making, dude. Like we were making anime music. We didn't know we were
If y'all would
making
have known about anime back then, you could have gotten big.
oh yeah, we could have been like, hey, what is this music? Who wants to listen
Yeah.
to this? I'm like, people watching anime. That's who wants to
Yeah.
listen to this. Let's see here. There were some crazy things that were said. We come in on we'll talk about what the people have said on the show because the captions were all over the place. But Yuji is our protagonist, and he's just a guy who hates his job, right? I mean, he has like he's just going through it like, man, I freaking hate. He's the guy that shows up to work and it's like, I'm spending most of my time in the bathroom,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna go hide somewhere. Except for, you know, like you just
Yeah.
like I'm gonna stand in the back with a hammer and just like and if anybody gets close, just hit it. Just hit something. Oh, we're back over here hammering away. It's like, well, you're not supposed to be hammering. You're supposed to be filing things. But like I was like, this guy really hates his job. But then I wrote down, but he's made for this job. Like
Yeah.
he is just made for this job.
He's that guy who's just like he hates being there. He doesn't want to be there, but everything's like been structured around how good he is. So
It's like a Jackie Chan film. You know, like
yeah,
Jackie Chan kicks butt, but he doesn't really want to. He's just like,
yeah.
no, don't leave me
He
alone.
gets put into situations where he has to.
He has
Like
to. He has to. I got these special set of skills. People need their butt kicks.
yeah,
Like it's
people who
it's
haven't
a
had their butt kick yet
yeah,
need that butt kick.
yeah, yeah. Bosses out there like you got a quota.
Yeah.
You got 3 hours. You got four people you need to
I would say,
uh
unlike Jackie Chan, though, he is a walking red flag because
oh
he gets angry so easily over any little thing.
dude, yeah, he's just like sitting there. Some guys, after they have their first mission or they beat up these monsters and they come back and they're like, he's just sitting there for like just fuming. And the
Yeah,
guy goes, I think they're coming out with a new weapon, and he just
yeah,
jumps up and it's like punching the table. What new
yeah,
weapon? What's going on? And I'm like, take it easy, dude.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
chill.
get a job at like
Yeah,
you know Walmart greeter. Those guys are chill, dude. Like
chilling,
think of a chill
relax.
job. You know what I'm saying? Like there are chill jobs out there, man. Like a restroom greeter, uh
Restroom grader,
elevator
the parking
doorman,
parking lot guy. He just
parking
check
lot
tickets.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, hey, he's
yeah.
chilling, dude. Like, nah,
Chilling.
whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I spend most of my time on my phone
Yeah.
and then taking parking tickets, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh let's see here. We also see this what I'm thinking is a ghost. Her name is I.
Guy. Yeah.
I.
I.
I was
And how do you
she's
spell it? AI.
AI.
Yeah.
I mean, right? That's something, right? Is that gonna come into play? Are we she's not a real person. She can't be because she's sitting there looking out the window and she's just like watching everybody have fun, I think. And some lady's talking to her and she's just like, aren't you lonely? And she's like, I don't even know what the word lonely means. And I'm like,
She hasn't listened to that Akon song.
or she has so many friends. She's like, I've never been lonely in my
I
life.
never know.
I've never been alone. I always
Yeah,
have somebody.
somebody's always there.
Look at these big round eyes.
Yeah,
Okay, they're inviting. Which, by the way, they're all drawn a little different, right? Like
yeah,
this is not typical anime drawing. Or they have I talk about how like some of these animes are drawn a certain way,
yeah,
and they all kind of look very much the same. But this is the way they're drawn is just a little different. Like they're a little like uh, I wanted to say proportionate, but they do have these big eyes, like in a proportional big eye, not like cartoon
yeah,
big eye, but like it reminded me of Alita. Remember? Did you see the
yeah,
movie
yeah, yeah. Alita, yeah,
It
yeah. It's
reminded me of
somewhat
her.
similar to that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I thought at first I was like, is this Alita? Is Joe Angel like making like trying to pull a fast one on me?
yeah.
At the end of it, you're like, this is actually the beginning of Alita.
Alita,
Yeah, it's
the
not.
prequel.
It's not. It's not the prequel. Oh, I wrote down here. Oh man, the '90s loved computer sounds. I don't know what
Dude.
year this was, but as soon as I heard everybody just click clacking on a just going like keys, the space bars
Yeah,
flying
man.
off, they're just like bam, bam, bam.
Tell you, man, it's all the beginnings of ASMR videos. It's all these background sounds anime did.
It really is, dude. I mean, we could probably like just pull some of these pieces out of here and just like put them on YouTube and go,
Yeah,
here's your AI, dude. Like clack,
yeah.
clack, clack.
Click, click,
There's people washing dishes in the background the entire time. There's guitar solo under everything. People love this stuff. She's also on the computer, click, clack, clacking away.
yeah.
I guess maybe on MySpace, Facebook stalking homie, you know? Is that what was she on? Like, is she's over here looking up Yuji, right?
Yeah, because they do. It's like that. Kind of like how every love story has in the beginning. It's that passing and seeing each other for the first time type
Okay.
thing.
Okay, yeah, because she kind of catches his eye when she's like
Yeah.
walking by. Uh, let's see here. Doctor, I'm gonna call him, I don't know I forgot his name, but I'm gonna call him Dr. Diddy because
Yeah.
he's a
Man,
straight up
you
creep,
need
right?
lock that
He,
man up.
yeah, yeah, he better not. If he's
Yeah.
a good guy, nah, dude. If he's a good guy, we're in trouble, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if he's on on our team,
Yeah.
nah, I'm
Nah.
jumping ship. I'm gonna get on a different team
Yeah.
because he's talking to this nurse and he's just like everything he says is like he's like yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
The way
you're
he
up.
said, and plus the way he's drawn too is so
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah.
He's
He's
drawn
got
like a
like
creep.
these. Yeah, like a creep. Like he's got
Yeah.
like creepy buggy eyes,
Yeah.
and he's just like, like I don't know. Him and the nurse have this exposition dump. Like they just go to town, like explaining everything. They're like, yeah, the enzymes in the RNA, and Bruce Willis was dead the whole time, and
Yeah.
like we're talking. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Explain everything. Let's not, like give me everything I need to know. And they give it to you right there. I wrote down he got them crazy eyes. Let's see here. I wrote this down. I don't know why, but I thought, we talk about being a voice actor for anime,
Yeah.
but I think I'd have to be like an old man voice actor because I couldn't get my voice. I couldn't like there were some people in there. Oh, so the doctor, like listening to it in the dub, that guy who's playing him, he's supposed to be the doctor looks like he's supposed to be, 60s
Yeah.
maybe. But the guy who's doing his voice, he's definitely 20 trying to put on
An old man
an
voice.
old man voice. I was like, that's not an old man voice. He's heard an
Yeah.
old man one time in his life.
What like,
I think I know one old man, and the old man is like probably 40 years old. It's like, yeah,
yeah.
I'll just do that. And but I was like, nah, this that voice
Yeah.
that voice actor didn't
That
get
is.
it. He didn't get it. Um There's all a bunch of stuff in here that I wrote. That's how you get chiggers. I don't know why. Oh, I think
Because
he's
they're
like
laying
laying
in the
down
grass. Yeah.
in the grass. I'm like, when's the last time I was like straight up, nothing
Laid
between
out
me
in
and
the
the
grass. Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
Dude, no, man. Like, I think I may be allergic to it. Don't do it. Uh, yeah. So he's special though, because he like goes up on this light, because he runs into I runs into him, and he's just sitting there, and he like she's trying to throw a blanket over
Yeah.
the lamp, which is like 50 feet in
20
the
feet
air,
in the air. Yeah.
and she's getting that blanket 5 feet in the air. Like, as far as AI goes, I mean, not very smart,
No,
not
not
very smart.
very.
But he climbs that thing no problem, drapes over, and then comes down straight legged in some Doc Martens. Didn't even doesn't even bend his knees, just like
No,
bam,
straight.
just two big old boot imprints into the grass. So he's a real one for that. I wrote, this man really hates his job. Um, oh, I also said, you know what? Japan needs to be careful with showing off this nanotechnology,
Oh yeah.
because they really show that, like, I think if Elon Musk is watching this,
Dude,
he's figured it out. He's
he's
figured it out.
figured it out.
They got the blood cells. They show
Yeah.
the little like the spikes coming through, and
Yeah.
they do that whole um
The whole CGI thing, bro.
the Fast and the Furious CGI,
Yeah.
like through the bloodstream, like
Turbo
Magic School
Nos
Bus.
going into yeah.
Yeah. His Magic School Bus shields all the way around him. He's got nanotechnology. I mean, be careful with this information, dude. Hmm. Oh, I wrote this down, and I wonder. I wrote this down, but I was like, this is just me thinking this, and I also don't know what year this is, so you can correct me later. But like, I feel like back in the 90s, like everything was a little cool blue. Like lighting was all cool blue. Like we didn't
Yeah.
have like everything was like really like
Kind
real sterile
of
looking.
yeah.
Like you're in a doctor's, like in a
Yeah,
surgery
like
room, and all the
you're
lights
in
are.
the room waiting for the doctor to come in with the results.
And yeah.
Like
And
yeah.
if it's like ominous, then you got like this
Oh yeah.
flickering blue, like it's a blue light. Like it's all
Yeah.
fluorescent lights were
Yeah.
all the rage, and everything was just, like they didn't come out with like a nice warm, cool,
Warm tone. Yeah, no.
warm tone light bulb was not
Yeah.
invented. So that's why I was like,
Nah.
this is definitely the 90s. Back in the day, it was all blue lights.
Oh blue.
Oh, so then like, okay, let's talk a little bit about the anime, because I hadn't even like talked about what's happening here. We hadn't even mentioned what's happening, Joe Angel.
Yeah.
People, there's a virus going around that's turning people into monsters, and they
Monsters.
are on a strike team to go and defeat these monsters. But the public doesn't know that there is a virus turning people into
Yeah.
monsters.
Government doing government things, just keeping things hidden,
Yeah.
being shady.
I mean, this is probably about Area 51. That's
Yeah,
probably what happened. They made 4 episodes. They were going to keep making them. The
yeah,
government came down, shut it down,
yeah,
because, you're giving away
yeah. Too much,
nanotechnology.
too
Yeah,
many
too much
secrets.
information. Too many secrets being
Yeah.
let out. But then, so like they're getting their butts kicked. They're
Yeah.
getting their butt kicked so bad, like they're beating up on these monsters, and they think they got something. And then there's this, like, they like get like, am I wrong that they all like kind of absorb into one big monster?
Yeah, they like. So I guess this is like a new variant of the virus that came about, to where they
Hmm.
kind of like melt into each other and create this giant monster. And so now that's overpowering them now. And so
It's okay. So when it got to that point, I was like, just quit, dude. Like Yuji was
just
already like, he was already like, oh,
yeah.
man, I hate this job. And then the boss drops the biggest like project
Yeah.
on his desk. He's like, you know how much you hate this, you know how you hate this job, right?
Yeah.
You're really about to hate this
You're really
job.
gonna hate this.
So the monster's like the size of like the Eiffel Tower or the Empire
Yeah.
State Building, and I'd just be like, you know what, just get out of there, Yuji. Like
That's the
you're
point
done.
where you just walk out without even clocking out. Like you just leave. Like you don't even clock. You just leave.
You just don't even come back. You don't even tell
Yeah.
you. You know what? Forget it. I don't even need the last
You don't
check.
even tell anybody you're leaving. You just gone.
Oh Greg, that's
Oh
like your
great.
best friend over
Yeah.
there. He's just like, you know what? Maybe I might send him a text message. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm never coming back again. But that's it. You're done, son. Like
Good.
they're cooked. They're cooked until Allen Iverson.
Allen
The
Iverson.
the answer. AI.
Yeah.
She comes. I thought she was a ghost. She's not a ghost. Apparently, she's a beautiful butterfly. She flies in, and I don't know how she defeats the monster. Technically, can you
Weird. I don't even
can
know.
you clarify? I think she hugs
So
it to death. She gave it a hug, and it
she
was
hugs
like,
it to death. So try to think. So when you go into like description and stuff, it mentions something about I think she has some sort of telekinetic abilities or something.
mhm.
But Dr. Diddy created this thing to kind of like he puts her in like a capsule like they did Captain America.
Uh-huh,
But she like goes into I guess her telekinesis state, like powers up, and
hmm,
they have this giant projection that makes this whatever butterfly looking creature, whatever that
uh-huh.
look monsters to death. Like that's how
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
they
She
so
defeats
like totally Care Bear style.
yeah.
The Care Bear stairs, what it
She
was.
beat she beat this monster with love, man. Like the power
Yeah.
of love. I mean, as far as rom-coms or romantic,
Yeah.
TV shows go,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you want right there. You want
Yeah.
love to win, and that's what happens.
Yeah. A
Love
lot of stuff is like
wins.
love is the ultimate power.
I think so. Let's see here. I have this outro music is scary. It's just like somebody like kind of clanging on a piano a little bit. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, dude, this is like how you make scary music. Like get somebody who doesn't know a pentatonic scale, and just,
Yeah.
random notes. And it's freaky. This is 1990s had it figured out with scary music. They did it up. And I think that's about it. Oh, wait, so does this have like the Okay, tell me, does this have like some sort of AI kind of spin to it, or is that just because her name is I?
Her name's just high.
Okay. Oh man, because I was like, when I thought it was about I was like clicking around on my phone, and I was on Facebook accidentally, clicked on something, and then the AI kind of popped up on
Yeah.
there, and it started like giving me information that I didn't want. I don't know if you've done this before, but now I know everything about Limp Bizkit, bro, and I don't want to know
Limp
everything about
Bizkit.
Limp. It's just that Facebook was like, "Hey, did you want to
Yeah.
know everything about Limp Bizkit?" I was like, "No, but I guess I'll read it." All right, that's all I got. That's all I
Uh,
got.
so, well, so in Japanese, "I" is one of the words for love. It's how they say love. "I," and it's spelled
So
yeah, AI. I. Yeah.
okay, I'm starting to get it now. So she's got
Yeah.
like she doesn't know what lonely means because she's got love in her heart. I think I see where this is going. She is like the fifth element. She's the fifth
Fifth
element, Joe
element,
Angel.
bruh. That's what it
Bro,
is.
bro, it's what it
Figured it
is.
out. That's what
I
it
figured
is.
it out.
Well, let's
All right.
say what it
Well,
is with these facts.
no, no, no. I got a
So,
surprise for
what you
you.
got? What do
All
you
right.
got?
Before we get into the facts, Joe Angel, and maybe
All
we could put this somewhere else, but I'm gonna play a game with you. You ready to play a game?
right. Yeah. Go for
You're
it.
gonna have to. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to. Okay. They're just two short games. All right. And maybe we should have done this at the very beginning. Maybe we should have. You can edit it. Edit it in the right spot.
And it is
This is called the anime name game. Are you ready for
anime
this?
name.
I got two anime names. One of them is fake. The other one is real. You got to tell me which one
Which
it
one?
is. Okay. Uh, First one. I was
Yeah.
reincarnated as a toaster, and now I have only one job: take over the world. That's the first one. Second one is I want to eat your pancreas.
I want to hear Pickers as the animating.
you, because you know it. Do you
Yeah,
know it?
I know it.
Oh, you cheater. All right. Well, I
I
made
think
that
the
second one
toaster
up.
one, I seen it. Actually, I think I've seen something like
Like it?
that. Something having to do with the toaster on
Okay.
like some meme form. Because I think
Nice.
it
I
had to do
won.
with like old school anime names versus new school anime names. Because like all the new school stuff is now like that, like something ridiculous. Like
Something ridiculous. That's what
yeah.
I figured. I was like, you know what? I go, if I could come up with a crazy name, I'm gonna see if I can stop. But you had it already. All right, this is good. Okay, this is the second game. Okay, so the first one is anime name game.
Yeah.
The second one is the anime scorecard. Okay, I got two
Okay.
animes here that we've watched. We've watched both these animes, and you got to tell me which one has the higher rating.
Uh,
All right. Which one?
Alright.
These are taken. I'll give you a hint. No looking. These are from IMDb. The ratings from 1 to 10,
1 to 10.
and I'm gonna tell you both of these animes, and you got to tell me which
Okay.
one has the higher
The
rating.
higher
Ready?
rating.
Simple. All right. Lucky Star. Yes. Zom 100. Which one's rated higher? Zom 100 or Lucky Star?
I'm gonna go Zom 100, but if it's anything like if they score it like Rotten Tomatoes, it's probably Lucky Star. But I'm gonna go Zom 100.
Well, you should have gone with your gut because it's Lucky Star.
Lucky
Lucky
Star.
Star has
I
a
kind of
higher
figured it was
rating.
like
Barely though. But here's the
really.
caveat though. Like there's like 10 over 10,000 reviews for Zom 100 and it gives
Yeah,
it a 7.3.
yeah,
Lucky Star has about 2,400 reviews and they're at a 7.4.
yeah.
So
So
like,
it's the shorter, the lesser reviews give it a bigger rating.
a higher rating. So it's
Yeah,
a little bit of a trick. It's a little bit of
yeah,
a trick, but also very well received. So
yeah.
to all you haters out there that say Sal's always hating on Lucky Star, look, I did not like it. Like it's a good show. Everybody else likes
Yeah.
it. All right,
Everybody
that's
else
all I
likes
had for you.
it.
And that's the end
Oh,
of
right.
game.
Game time with Sal. All
Yeah.
right. Figured out a name for that. All right.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of information, let's get into the facts of this show. So, you weren't that far off from the 90s. It came out in 2001.
Aha. Like I
Uh-huh.
said, the music that we were playing, I was
Yeah.
around 2001, 2003 when we were
Around
like
that
playing
era.
some.
Yeah.
This is the music that I
Anime
was playing in
style
that
music.
background. If you
Yeah.
go, yeah, yeah,
If you knew the band name and knew the music, you would know.
you would know. You
Uh,
would know.
you would know. So this was created by Studio Gonzo, which they did Vandred. So I don't know if during that CGI sequence, I don't know if that
Hmm.
recalled any of the Vandred stuff CGI. They're the same studio,
Yeah, you know what? Uh-huh. I could tell.
and
Like
like
it
their
had the,
suits
when
all
they
looked a little bit similar to the mechs too. If you look at
they
it,
they did. They did. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They did.
yeah,
They had that kind of weird like 3D, not
yeah,
drawn, but yeah,
yeah.
I could see that most definitely.
And so this was actually a ONA. So ONA stands for Original Net Animation. So instead
Okay,
of
I'm
being
writing
an
that down.
OVA, yeah, instead of being the OVA, the original video animation, this one came out specifically first on the internet. That's when the first episode aired
Oh,
on the internet.
that was back when the internet was brand new, son.
Yeah, when
Like
it was brand new, they're like, "Hey, this is gonna
you
be the thing. Let's do it."
back when like it was not policed, like everything was
Nah,
on the internet. You saw
everything.
some things you shouldn't have.
Wild West, yeah.
Wild West,
Viruses.
bro. It was the Wild West.
Speaking of viruses, everybody got viruses back then.
Yeah.
uh, and so this is basically like created to tell a love story and kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of setting but like
Hmm.
it's only 4 episodes. They um came out, and watching all 4 episodes, it's like eh, it's hard to call it a love story, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like. I guess there's like they seem like they probably into each other because they run into each other and they
Yeah,
have this kind of conversation and they laid under the stars, which is kind of,
yeah,
that's romantic,
yeah.
so I could see that, but you don't see
Like,
the
t-
the at the end of it they don't like, oh wait, they're happily ever after, or
yeah.
either she turns into a butterfly and flies away. No spoilers, Joe Angel.
For me, 4 episodes and watching all 4 episodes, I felt like it was way longer than that. Like,
I did not know it was only four, dude. Like, I
dude,
don't understand. Original net animation. Have we done any
animation, yeah.
others that are any other
Not
onas
yet. Nah.
or? But there
We've done
probably
a lot
there's
of
got to
ovas.
be.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
other ones. Yeah.
that is interesting. Like, but what's the difference between? I mean, what does are the other ones just go to like the other ovas? Are
So
they going
the ovas are
to?
like straight physical copy, like video, tape, DVDs, whatever.
Okay,
When
so
it's
this, yeah,
the
this is straight up.
onas, it's straight online. Yeah. Like
Okay,
when it comes
okay.
out first, it's straight online, and then afterwards, they come out with physical releases. And it comes out on TV depending on what station picks it up or what spot they can get for it.
I'm trying to think where this would have lived in. Like 2001, what is the internet back then? Like 2001, that's like what even existed that you could put like an animated streaming didn't exist.
It's probably YouTube.
Maybe
It's probably like
you think YouTube,
a
you
23-minute
you
videos. That's
yeah,
all it
there were
was.
it's that one, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it would take 4 minutes to download
Yeah.
it because you couldn't stream back in the day. Y'all
Nah.
don't know about YouTube, but you had to wait for that thing to upload,
Yeah.
like, or to load.
Yeah. You had to
And
click
because
pause
if you
and
try
sit
to
there and
start,
wait.
wait for the red line to go and then
Yeah.
go, because if you caught up
And
to
then
that red
start it.
line,
Yeah.
forget
Yeah.
it.
Forget
You have to start all over
it.
again. Yeah. The red line used to be slow. We're all
Yeah.
spoiled now these days.
Yeah. Instant. Oh, man.
Original
But
net animation.
yeah, but that's about it, man. This was just like
That's the
it
whole.
felt
How
it
did?
felt like something. It's like how so like it's like with city workers and stuff when they have certain departments have a budget and they have to like they have a certain amount left that they have to like get rid of in order to get a bigger or
Mhm.
the same budget the following year. So this is what
Yeah.
it kind of felt like to me watching the whole thing. It's like they had a budget they needed to reach and they just needed something to like get them to that budget so they could ask for more money.
I, I
Honestly,
mean,
yeah.
it is an interesting, like, concept, but I don't know, man. Like, it just did you, without spoilers, did you enjoy the whole thing? Like,
Not really.
all
I like the
right,
outro
there
music.
you
I like
go.
the outro song.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like some of
The
that
bass line
stuff
was pretty
too.
cool.
I like the bass line out of all the whole thing. Hey, what'd you think of the show? Man, the
The
bass was good.
bass line.
Nothing is the star of the show. Someone find that bass player. Find this bass player. He's the star of this show. Yeah, that is. I mean, how did you find this? That's what I'm trying to like kind of wrap my mind around because you're just kind of like
uh,
you're
it
picking
was
up love
on like
stories for us to watch. Was it on the
so
list?
it was on like the suggestive list because like, Crunchyroll they'll give you suggestions based on stuff you watched before, and I've watched like a lot of rom coms, a lot of mech stuff and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
and
So
like
is this just a suggestion?
this was just like this was in that list that they had suggested. So I was just like, yeah, I watched it. It's pretty short. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. Like the covers makes it seem like, oh yeah, this it looks like it could be cool,
This
and
might be
then
something we'd be
kind of
into.
watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, And then you watch it, and it turns out it's
Yeah.
COVID-19.
It is turning
Because
people
it did
into
feel like it,
monsters. Like
like, because it really did. People, I mean, they might not turn into these monsters, but they turn into some kind of monster.
there were some kind of there were
Yeah.
some real Karens out there, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean. These I mean, I'm trying to think of some positives here. And maybe it sheds a light on like workplace environment and how
Yeah.
people are like tired of
Overworked.
working for
Kind of.
pennies,
Yeah.
overworked. I mean, honestly, it is probably the beginning of it all because at the beginning of the show, like there's like four people will die. He's
Yeah.
like, they're all like, I can't believe they're gone. Like the strike team goes
Mm.
in, fights these monsters, four people die, and then corporate, the boss man, who's
Immediately.
over there just typing away. He's doing like data entry. I don't know what
Yeah.
he can't be bothered with it. He's having an important conversation and doing data
Yeah.
entry on his computer. And the manager comes in and he's like,
Yeah.
we have four people who have died, but
Yeah.
instead of replacing them with four
Yeah.
new team members, what if we just
Yeah.
replace them with three new team
Three.
members?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, is
Yeah.
this America? I think this is
Yeah.
America, dude. Like,
And then he
hey,
calls
you
him
know how
out
there
too.
used
Is
to be
all
three
like,
people doing that?
yeah. Well, he calls him out too. He's all like, because he's doing that because they're like over budget,
Yeah.
and the CEO calls him out. I was like, "Aren't you the reason we're over budget?" He's like, "Oh snap! Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that right away."
You know, forget I said anything.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, not much else to say about this show, really, honestly. It was should we go ahead and guac talk this or what?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go talk this.
Let's guac talk it. I mean, I will say, yeah, the bass, the old school music, there is something I did like about like this old school feel. Like I was kind of like, oh, I'm in for it. Like this is taking me back. I think makes me feel like nostalgic for like old
Yeah,
shows. And so it has that kind of feel like I don't know what it is. I mean, it's the music and the way it's drawn and the way they're like overdubbing some of the voices over the top of the music and some of the like animation stuff is kind of like it just had a throwback feel that I was kind of like I'm in for this. And then the show kind of continued and I was kind of like mm, maybe. And then when that butterfly hugged that monster, I was kind of like maybe not.
maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I did look up the reviews on this one because I was going to use this one as one of
As
the
a
other ones
rating.
for the game the rating game, but
Yeah,
I didn't do it because the reviews were pretty low. So you're not completely
yeah.
off base. It's not the best reviewed anime.
Yeah.
Um, and for that, I have to probably put a lower rating for it too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, is that where you kind of live on it too? You're kind of lower rating.
Yeah, it's kind of low rating. Like, like I said, overall, story wise, watching the whole thing, it's the the storylines feel like a little bit all over the place, like with what they're
Hmm.
talking about. Because it's like, all right, love story, uh, virus story, shady government. Like, it's all these things they like are trying to talk about that they have no idea how to get to the end to.
Yeah,
So it's just like
too.
all over the place. It's
They don't know how to wrap it
too
up.
many stories they're trying to wrap up.
They don't know how to land the
They don't
ship.
know how
It's
to do
like
it. No.
the last season of Game of Thrones. Is this full
Yeah,
first season?
is this whole first season right here? It's all Game of Thrones season 8 again.
Yeah, they're like, hey, maybe these guys from Game of Thrones watch this. They're like, hey,
No.
I think I got the ending.
Yeah,
I think I figured out how to end this show.
yeah.
Let's see here. One out of
1 out of 5 hugs. How many are you giving?
1 out of 5 hugs. How many am I going to give this? I'm probably, honestly, I might give this a one hug. And I only give it one because of that baseline, dude. Because that baseline
Yeah,
was boom, boom,
5.
boom. It was popping.
Yeah,
I'm somewhere between. Yeah, I'm gonna say one or two. It's lower than Lucky Star. I tell you this much.
lower than Lucas. Sorry. Yeah,
All right, all right, all right, all
I'm
right.
just
What about
saying.
you? So you
Yeah,
about that?
about a one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. I didn't expect anything high from this, but I wasn't
Hmm.
expecting that low.
I mean,
Yeah,
like, I don't want to be critical, but I mean, I have to be critical because
had to be
it's just how
critical.
I live. It's how
Yeah,
I live. If you want two thumbs up from me, you got to give me two thumbs up.
yeah,
Material, okay?
yeah.
Like, and this ain't it. This ain't
This
it.
ain't it. This is like this is just a not every love story is a good story. You know, we got a walking red flag and this innocent homeschool girl, and
Hmm.
there's like, bruh, it's just nah.
Hey, still better than Twilight, though, bro.
Still better than Twilight.
Still better than Twilight.
Twilight.
Uh, oh
Oh
snap!
man, well, guys, that is the end of our show, and that is the end of our February season, guys. Let us know down in those comments which was your favorite rom com romantic anime we watched this month, guys, and let us know if you ever even heard of this one, guys, because
Probably
like I said,
not.
this is probably not. And it's only 4 episodes, so if you want to watch it, if you have time to watch it, and don't have anything else to watch, this is
If
probably
you
going to
watched,
be
if
what.
you've watched everything else.
Yeah, if you watched everything else, this is probably the last thing you gotta watch. Oh man. But if you don't want to watch this, you can watch us talk about it over at anime-me.com on our website, where you can find the list of all our episodes. You can find links to all the socials and all our podcast platforms, and where you can buy your own Anime Me Pod shirt, guys. Because if there's one thing nice that we have, it's shirts, guys. And we got those for you all day, baby.
All day, son.
All day. And with that, I've been Jojo with my co-host Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. Liz.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Attaboy.
Can't stop us now.
Yeah, I'd like to see Allen Iverson try and stop us, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, man. Is it out
Come
of
on,
the
man.
single digits there now? Or is it
Say
still in
what?
the, is it
Does
still
it-
in the single digits over there?
Oh yeah, it's freezing, dude. No, we're starting to warm up. Actually, the sun is out. It's supposed to be warming up. We're going from like 18 degrees to 40 degrees. I mean, to 80 degrees. Like, we went from single digits, like 9 degrees, and now it's gonna
Yeah.
be 80 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not good for my old man bones, like to
Mm,
fluctuate.
not good. It's never good.
It's never good. And like it's not good when
Yeah.
you're cooking to go from.
Nah, hot to cold.
I
Try to
got
cook a
this real
brisket, gotta
creamer
cook
thing
soup.
going. I can't get that to go down.
It's cold, man. It's frozen that way.
Yeah. Yeah, my hair's frozen. We'll just here we go. Look, you can't even tell.
Can't even tell. Cut it out of free.
Yeah. Uh, let's see
Oh
here.
man.
Check it out, Joe Angel. Look at how I got
Yeah.
my notes now, bro. On an
What
iPad.
I had? Hey,
It's no
stepping it
good.
up.
It's no good. It's no good.
Now you can
Like
do speech text, and it'll. That's you know what? That's probably how they do the subtitles.
I'm
Honestly, they
telling
just do
you,
speech
dude,
text.
when we cover Sakamoto, I got a lot to say about them. Them captions were wild, dude. It was like somebody was like, you know what? I know that this is what they're saying, but I refuse to say exactly how it's read on
Yeah.
here. Like, it's the same exact thing. They were
You know
like,
what? This is what I would have said in their
yeah,
place. How about that?
exactly. Like, the color is blue. This color is light dark blue. Like they could think of another way of saying the exact same thing, but like meaning the exact same thing, but saying it two different ways. That's what they're doing. They
That's what they
refuse.
do.
They refuse.
Refusing it. Gosh, shakers. Oh, yeah, dude, it was crazy. It wasn't snowing, but it was like flurry Tuesday.
The air the air was freezing out of the sky. That's all I could
Yeah.
think of. Because it was like there was no like precipitation that wasn't gonna happen. None of that was
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's like no precipitation. But I'm like, I think it's just the oxygen was just
Yeah.
freezing and just
It's
falling to the sky.
it's the H out of the H2O.
Yeah, it was coming down on the ground. That stuff is it's straight up poison, Joe Angel. I hope you didn't try to catch
Straight
any
up
of that in your
poison.
mouth.
Nah, I walked out to go to work and I saw a bunch of like white stuff outside. I was like, "Is it supposed to snow today?"
Yeah. By the way, if you see anybody trying to catch snowflakes in their mouth, forget it, dude. Don't do it.
Get it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Poison
pollution.
that.
It's straight up pollution. Like you're
It's
gonna
all
be.
pollution now.
I mean, we're breathing it. I've gotten on the weather report like, was it hazardous air?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten this? Like the air quality is like not good.
Yeah. Like depending on what city you're going to, it'll tell you like,
Yeah, it'll
"Hey,
just be
don't
like,
breathe.
don't breathe. Hey, make sure you,
Hold your
you know,
breath."
hold your breath. You, you see that beautiful sunset? How it's like pink, blue. That's all pollution, dude.
That's
That's
not pollution.
like
It's not supposed to
it's
look like that.
oil. It's oil in
Oh,
the
yeah.
sky. Like, oh, it's beautiful. It's like, yeah, that's the nuclear waste plant down the way.
Beautiful and toxic, just like this first anime.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for it. By the way, I'll you know what? No, I'm not gonna even tell you. We're just gonna do the show.
Just gonna
We're gonna do this show.
do the show. Let's
Do
do it.
do
Let's get
and I'm
into
gonna
this.
I've got like I'll go ahead and give you this. I got two surprises for you,
All right.
and you're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? Roll with the punches. Roll with the punches, dude.
Like I always do.
Like you always do. Hey, I watched the wrong episode on purpose. Let's go.
Purpose. Let's go.
Let's go. Follow me, Joe Angel. Just follow me. It's just like like you're playing bass and I'm
Yeah,
like
like I'm
making up
like,
I'm making up chords.
making them up. It's all about the face. As long as you don't look like you're the one messing up, you're good.
Yeah, you're just like grooving.
You just
Stinky.
look at somebody else and you just give them the face.
Yeah.
You draw
Yeah,
attention
people-
away from yourself.
Everybody in the audience is like,
Yeah.
there's no way that's the guy that's messing up. Look how
Yeah.
confident he looks.
But this other guy's looking at him like he's not doing it right.
Yeah. You just like, that's on you, man.
That's how you.
There is something to that, by the way. If I'm driving around and my tag is going out on my car, and I see a cop, they can see if the tag's out on your car,
Yeah.
but you all you do is just like do a little dance, do a little like
Just do it,
like
yeah.
give them like what's up, like they be like, oh well, obviously his tag isn't out. It's me
Yeah,
that
it's
I
me.
got.
Yeah, I
got-
probably need to go get my eyes checked.
Yeah, that guy's too confident to be doing something illegal.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I still think I have to do an admissions test over here.
An admissions test?
Yeah.
Oh, the admissions test because
Yeah, because we don't have to do the, I guess, state inspection,
yeah.
but I guess the county I technically reside in I still have to do an admissions test. So it's just like
They got to make sure that your car is producing enough pollution.
enough pollution to get those beautiful sunsets.
How are you contributing to these beautiful sunsets? Okay. Well, let me see these. Let me see these emissions. What kind of CO? What kind of smoke is that thing putting out? It better be good.
Be good.